Good day, my dear students. So, today we are moving to our second chapter's revision, that is, a gift of chapels. Last class we did our first chapter's revision. Now, in this chapter, we are talking about some cousins. Okay? So, the main character is Mridu. She is a young girl growing up in Madras, which is now called Chennai. She was with her grandmother. Now, the incidents are happening in her cousin's home. Okay, now another main character in this chapter is a cat. Yes, what was the cat's name? Mahendra Varma Pallava Punai or MP Punai in short. Okay, he is a fine breed of cat. Through his fur itself, we can understand that. It looks like lion's mane. And they are telling that it is an emblem of the ancient Pallava kings. So, these cousins, they are talking about the cat, which is under their control now. The cat named MP Punai, they are telling its fur is like a emblem of the ancient Pallava kings. Okay? Now they are telling all these details to Mridu. Now after that, they are telling about the history. That is about Mahabalipuram. Okay. Now, who is telling that? Yes, cousins are telling. They are asking Mridu, haven't been to Mahabalipuram? Have you? He said mysteriously. Well, from our class we had a tour to Mahabalipuram. And then he saw a statue of his tatas, etc., etc., etc. In fact, Mahendran here is a descendant from that very same ancient cat. So, he is comparing this little kitty to that statue which he saw at Mahabalipuram. Yes. Now, it is all about history. Here, a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion, the Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. Ravi went on walking around the bittery berry bush. This cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And if I may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. So they are telling in ancient Egypt they worshipped cat. Okay. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. Huh, I'm telling you, this cat is descendant from Egyptian cat god. Sorry, no, goddess. Okay, so they are talking about the Pallava ships and the Pallava dynasty. That part of the lesson is very important. That is the history and the comparison of the little cat named MP Punai with the Pallava dynasty. Okay. Now, after those incidents, they are coming to the music master. Okay, music master is very busy teaching Lalli. He is teaching violin. Okay, now there is a old man, old beggar outside. So his legs are completely wounded. So he doesn't have a chapel also. Now these boys and girls are planning to give this particular musician's chapel to the beggar. So they are giving the chapel, and then the incident continues like the musician is coming out and searching for his chapel, but he couldn't find, and he goes on mumbling, he goes on complaining. So everyone in the house asks the children whether they have seen it, but they did not reply at first, and later Mridu told the aunt about the incident that they gave the chapel to whom? To whom did they give the chapel? To the beggar. So, Mritu's aunt is giving the new chapel to musician. This is what has happened in this chapter. So, this is a long chapter which shows that you should read this chapter. There are many points in this chapter which is important. So, in short, this is the summary. That is, they are gifting musician a new chapel as well as they are gifting the beggar also a chapel. Okay, that is the title of the lesson, that is a gift of chapels. Now you have to read your chapter because in your chapter we talk about MP Punai, about the Pallava kings, about the ancient Egypt culture, etc. So those things are very important in your chapter. After that, you are having question answer section, that is comprehension check, which is another important part. Okay, then you are having complete the following sentences. Describe the music teacher as seen from the window. To describe and write or to explain and write, you should read your textbook. Okay, only then you will understand how did the children explain the music master when they were standing behind the window, how they could see the music master. All those things you will only understand if you read the chapter. Now, another important part is in your textbook, page number 31, speaking and writing. That is to be discussed in your groups. But now, for now, you should read that activity. Okay, you should read that activity and understand what it is. If you want to give away something of your own to the needy, would it be better to ask your elders? If I am asking you such a question in your exam, you should be able to think and answer. If I am asking you such a question that you want to give your dress to a needy person, will you ask your mother or will you ask your father? So those type of questions you should think and write. Okay, so that part is very important. And then working with language, page number 30. There you can see if clause. Okay, notice that each sentence consists of two parts. The first part begins with if. It is known as if clause. For example, you have if the chapels do fit, will you really not mind? So that particular sentence you can divide to two. If the chapels do fit, then the next part is will you really not mind? So that is if the sentence start with if, it is known as if clause. So these things has to be noted from your chapter. And I have told you some main points to which you should read the textbook and answer. Only if you read your textbook, you will be able to answer. So, like you did for the first chapter, start revision for your second chapter also. Okay? Thank you.